Hello, my name is Sinkovec, International School for Social and Business Studies Celje, and today I would like to present an article with title Robotization and Technological Tools on the Cups of the Future. And here is the first question: why robotics at all? Robotics and automation represent one of the biggest improvements in the life and work in the future. It is present practically everywhere in the economy, leisure, home, environment, in science, in space, in the workplace, and so on and so on. The presence is already so large, we don't even notice it. So, it simplifies our lives by doing more efficiently with multiple human capacity to the same jobs, because robots are more cost-effective and more accurate without mistakes and can work constantly in difficult conditions that is dangerous for humans. Through robotics and automation, we need to create the conditions for improvement and progress and the existence for the human species. Some words about history. Man has always strived to progress to help himself with physical works for 3,000 years before count. In the first century, Petronius the arbiter made the first puppet. Then Giovanni Torini created a wooden robot and Edison created the first talking puppet in the 19th century. The pioneer of robotics, Aristotle, created automated tools. Henry Ford industrial conveyor belt, which is the first factory using conveyor belt in manufacturing for the manufacture of serial cars. Isaac Asimov, who used the word robotics for the first time in his story in 1942. The word robot was first used in the theatrical premiere of Karel Čapka. The power of robotics and automation. Industrial robots play a key role on the transformation of the society and economies. This will continue to increase exponentially in the future. It is very important that, of course, quarter all industrial robots in the world are manufacturing in Europe, which keeps Europe firmly first. We need to know that. China has 246 robots per 10,000 workers, which is twice the world average. Of course, advanced robots are humanoid robots, represent the pinnacle of the human robotics technology, such as Sophia and the Mecha, who are social robots. As an example, I can state that Boston Dynamics is rapidly developing robots for military purpose, as well, of course, robots for a human work. Social responsibility, future of robotics. What is very important? Of course, the goal of robotics development is to mention and expand the competitiveness to the manufacturing sector with millions of jobs worldwide. Robotics offers solutions to social challenge in all areas. Uh, it is necessary to develop robots and improve their capabilities, which are in line with human value. Artificial intelligence and social robotics will significantly change the way we work, especially in the direction of increasing human capacity and crying out workers which are dangerous to man and harmful to the health of. Uh, of course, here some rules for automation and robotics. Uh, Asimov's law of robotics. Firstly, the robots must injure a person or allow him to take action by injuring a person. Secondly, the robot must obey to the commands given to by humans except when those commands are contrary to the first law. And thirdly, the robot must protect its existence if it's not contrary to the first and second law. Of course, social and social robots collect and process data in the way. True. The European Commission will felicitate scientific breakthrough respecting to the rights of all Europeans. Of course, that is the sum rules. Uh, next slides. Next slides presents the research question number 1. Will robots and machines take on people's jobs and their existence? The fear that robots will take over jobs is completely unnecessary. In the past, has always been shown that new technology rarely reduce or eliminate jobs. They are mostly transformed into a new jobs that we are not prepared for. So, lifelong learning and training is very, very important. Robotics and automation will enable people to dedicate themselves to more important creative tasks, adaptations, and self-improvement. Socially responsible automation is automation to create more and better jobs for people. Research questions. 2. Science and policymakers are helping us through technological revolution. Science creates and develops ideas for progress and development, promoting innovation and innovation through decision makers' investments, increasing financial investments in innovation, education, and training. Invest in highly qualified staff and reduce brain drain to create a path on the new knowledge and supplies ideas for the future. Enable the increase of significant institutes of create conditions for enriched work. Policymakers, and of course for the end, policymakers have great power and responsibility for social progress. Of course, for the end, prepare some guidelines for the future. robots of the future for humanity and progress. The guiding principle of the European Union is that man is prepared to the development of modern technologies adapts to him. Partnering with machines will allow us to realize how important man is and become even more aware of own existence. Robots and advanced technology will help us with scientific discoveries and reducing the threat of the planet on which we live. And with spread progress and changes, robotization and automation will encourage society to continuous improvement, education and learning. With the help of advanced technologies, we can protect and enrich lives and explore. There's just an example of words that man has always longed for. Maybe for the end, I think we don't need rules for technology. I think we rules for people who create technology, robotization and automation. And for the end, just many thanks for your attention, and I hope you enjoyed our presentation. Special thanks, Assistant Professor Dr. Gregor Jagodic, and of course, see you next year. Of course, for a question, I'm available in email address. Thank you and see you next year.